Hey guys, so I have to shoot this intro on my phone because my camera died, and you'll see that in the video, but it actually died many times, but anyways. So I am doing a Hailey Bieber inspired look today. This is the finished product. I will attach a picture of my inspiration right here. I would show you, but I'm filming it on my phone, so oh well. But anyways, it was just a super easy look, honestly. It kind of took a little bit because I was experimenting with it. This is the first time I tried it. I maybe should have like done a trial run and then done this one, but I think it turned out pretty well, so jump on in if this is a look that y'all would like to try out. First, I'm just using Milani Prime Shield primer. So I went to Sephora yesterday to pick up a couple of new things. And I guess I haven't been in Sephora in a long time. I usually go to Ulta. And they had literally any brand you could ever think of. They had. It was crazy. And I'm sure everyone knows this. But I've just been going to Ulta, I guess, a lot for the last couple of years. So, for foundation, I'm putting on the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation, and this is in the color 425. Yeah, so this is my like lighter shade. I go in between this and 445 when I'm a bit more tan. But this is a really great foundation because it's thin, so it's super buildable. Like, you can already tell the difference. That's kind of crazy. So I am moving next week, so my house has basically become a war zone of packing. It's crazy. I started to do my bedroom today, and I'm like, okay, what do I not need for the next week? And then I also need to like pack because I'm sure I'm not gonna have my stuff immediately available as soon as I get there, so. So I tried to do this like cute half up, half down type of thing, but it ended up, my hair's too long, you can't even really see it, but I tried to do the flippy thing at the bottom, and I don't know, I think my hair's just too long, it didn't really work. Okay. Concealer, this is a product I picked up yesterday. It's the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. I used it yesterday and I am a big fan already. It's so thin, so creamy, the applicator, oh man. But it's got this really thick, chubby applicator, which is great. Goes on super evenly. You get the gist. And this is in the color Cotton. They had probably, I'd say maybe like 20-ish shades. So I started with this one. I was gonna get this one and then one that's also my exact skin tone for correcting like zits or hyperpigmentation, anything like that. But I figured I would just try out the one for my under eyes first. But I wore it last night, and it looked really cute. I actually went to go get my ears pierced last night. I know it's hard to tell, but I got my third on my like lower part. I've been loving a lot of like tiny hoops, so I was thinking I need to get it now so I can wear the hoops by summertime, because I guess I kind of forgot how long it takes to heal. I had always gone to just like a Claire's or something, and so you know how they are, they like shoot it with the little gun and then you're fine in like 6 weeks. But I actually went to like a tattoo and piercing place, and they told me I can't change it for 3 to 4 months, which is such a bummer. I think I maybe would have gone with a different what am I saying? A different piercing, like a different earring itself, but oh well. It will be fine. So, to set, I'm using the Coty Airspun powder. I think this is in translucent. And her face was very, pretty neutral in the photo. It didn't seem to have like a ton of contouring or baking or anything like that. So I'm gonna keep the face pretty simple. But yeah, once I move, I'm not really sure where I'm gonna set up to film. I'll have an office, so hopefully there. But, oh, sorry, all my stuff's falling everywhere. But we'll just see. So, next to set my face, I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in shade 2, medium. You barely need to pat your brush in there because it picks up so much product. It's crazy. But this is a new item, I guess newer for me as well. And I am a big, big fan. If you're looking for like a all over face powder, this is perfect. It's really finely milled, so it feels almost more like a loose powder than it does a set powder. So, I don't know if that's the correct word, but you know what I mean. So as far as like contour, she doesn't really have anything. It's mostly just bronzer. So I'm just gonna use my, what is this? Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this is just in the shade Bronzer. So when I picked it up for the first time, I think it was last summer, I honestly think they only had one shade, but then I went to go get a new one a couple of weeks ago, and they had like 6 different shades. So I was like, oh no, I didn't know what one I had, so I just went with the shade Bronzer. And I think it's the same one. Mine actually broke while I was in Vegas or Phoenix, one of the other. And I use it every day. It's actually kind of replaced Hoola Bronzer. I now use it as a contour for everything. Oh, my camera's gonna die. Okay, well, so this is the face. I'll be right back, charge, and jump back into it. All right, so we're back. The computer, excuse me, not computer. What is this thing that we used to film? My camera is not dead anymore. So I'm gonna go in and do my nose contour. I just start by going down the sides of each side of my nose, connecting it to the eyebrows, and then connecting it across the bottom. And we match it up on the other side. I don't love my nose. I have kind of always had a little bit of a bigger nose. So when I learned how to contour this baby, it really helped. And I'm still not great at it. Maybe once I like really figure it out, I'll do a video on how I contour my nose if there's anyone who has any interest in that. And then also in the photo, it looks like she has a little bronzer under her lips also, so gonna do that. This kind of helps add to the illusion of bigger lips. Okay, so for blush, I'm gonna just keep it super light. I'm gonna use, this is a Morphe blush palette. It just says Warm Master in 8W. There it is. But let's see. I'm gonna look back. Okay, I'm back. This eye's watering. I either have coronavirus or a cold. But anyways, back to what I was doing. I was looking at the photo. She honestly doesn't even really look like she's wearing a ton of blush, so I am gonna go in with the color Babe. It's this one right here. can't really, yeah, there you go. This one kind of has a slight shimmer, but it's more of like a peachy brown tone. And her blush is lower on the cheek. I typically like to do it higher up, so it gives the illusion of a higher cheekbone, but hers, the way they have hers, it looks like the highlight goes a little lower and the blush and bronzer is lower as well. These palettes are great because it has literally any shade you could ever need. So for traveling, it's perfect. Then I'm gonna go ahead and jump into my eyebrows. She just has a super fluffy, blown out brow. So I'm gonna use my Glossier Boy Brow, but before I do that, I'm gonna go in with my brow pomade and fill in my brows just a tiny bit. Okay. So for that, I will zoom you in. Okay. Will it focus? Yeah. So I just kind of start underneath, just building out the shape. And then I start to angle the brush like so. Sorry if you can hear the dog crying. I like to use a brush that has a spoolie at the end, so you can just tell the difference. They're just more filled in than the other. And then I'll go in with the boy brow and really fluff them out. So then this is Glossier Boy Brow in the color brown. And when it comes out onto, oh, will it? When it comes out onto the spoolie, all right, terrible. But anyways, a lot of product comes off. So I always kind of wipe a little bit off on the back of my hand and then just fluff up the front part of my brow. Carry it over into my arch and then all the way down. But at the front, I really like to just fluff them straight up. Okay, that's that on the eyebrows. I guess we'll go ahead and do my eyeshadow while I have you zoomed in. I just like to go over it with an eyebrow brush. So if there's any clumps or anything, the eyebrow brush grabs them. What do we think? Are they fluffy enough? That one's great. Oh yeah. Okay, this eyebrow, you know, they always say your eyebrows are sisters, not twins. One always looks better than the other. Today it's this one. So we are gonna do, for her eyes, she has a very coppery, blown out look. This is what the eyes look like. I know that's hard to tell. I'll attach a picture also. But it's basically kind of like a goldy copper tone. So I went to Sephora looking for, I'm gonna zoom out a hair. My computer, or my camera's gonna die again. So we're just gonna do as much as we can before it dies. But anywho, so I went to Sephora looking for the Stila eye slicks or whatever those are called. And they don't carry Stila anymore, and neither does Ulta. I don't know if Stila is going out of business, if they're just switching to online only, what the situation is. But this is the Sephora brand Sheer Liquid Shadows in the color Topaz. And I'm just going to go ahead and just spread this kind of across my whole lid, and then I'll blend it out with my fingers. So instead of like rubbing the brush across my eyelid, I'm just patting it. Sorry, this is the eye that was watering a minute ago. Probably should have started on the other eye. Yeah. We're gonna jump over to the other eye so it doesn't water like crazy. My eyes, they're not doing well. Watering like crazy. But that's kind of the nice thing about this eye look in particular, is that it's really simple and like blown out and kind of almost messy. So I'm making sure I'm starting to pull the shadow just up onto the eyebrow bone as well. Patting it in up top. That eye doesn't look very even. But I'm gonna go back over it with powder shadows also, so this is kind of just a base. But honestly, this alone would look really pretty for the summertime. So my camera is gonna die, but I guess it's still gonna keep trucking. So I'm gonna jump in and start doing the lower lash line while that sets. To do so, I'm gonna do the Morphe. This is the 25A Copper Spice palette. This is what it looks like. And I am just going to take, let's see, kind of like a, I guess we're just gonna start with one of these shades in the top. We'll probably go with this middle shade, just to kind of start to blow out the bottom. Okay, and then I'm gonna go down underneath to this color. It's like a dark copper shimmer. I'm gonna pop that into the outer corner. I guess it kind of, I was expecting more of a shimmer than it's giving me, but oh well. Okay, so I'm gonna take those same colors and I'm actually gonna combine these two, the more orangey shade and the nude shade, to start to blow out the top of the eye. That orange is super pigmented, wow. I'm gonna go into this kind of like mahogany looking shade right here, because I already have the shimmer. I don't really want to add any more shimmer to my lid. But kind of right at the outer corner, she has a bit of a darker, kind of smokes out at the edge. Okay, so then I'm gonna bring that same color. T, be quiet. Underneath, just to finish that off. I guess kind of like, she brings the dark in a little bit. So I'm gonna do that. So then I guess I am gonna take this shimmery. Yeah, that looks good. And blow out the edge. Okay, so that is that. Actually, I lied. I caught this gold shade, caught my eye at the end. I'm gonna put it on my fingertip so it stays more pigmented. And I'm gonna pop it right into the middle. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. Just kind of adds a little lightness back into the middle of the eye. All right, groovy. So real quick, we're gonna do highlighter. This is the Cream Shop. It's a Target brand, and this is in the color Aurora. It's just a really light gold. Most of my highlighters are more like a dark gold, so I had to find the lightest one I had. Save camera battery, I'm gonna put mascara on and then I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, my camera died right as I was about to finish. But I figured I'm just gonna film it on my phone really quickly so I can get it done. But lips, I'm gonna do the Kylie Jenner Exposed Lip Liner. And I'm gonna kind of overline my lips, especially on the top. Okay. So then, for lips, she has a very mauvey lip on, so I went with a shade called Mauvey Night. This is Revlon. It's their Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick. But that's just what it looks like. What if I was like, okay, we're done? Just kidding. So to prevent this from looking super 90s, I'm gonna just go in. She's made a mess. I'll be back. Okay, gonna take a Q-tip and kind of clean this up. Probably just should have, do you see what's happening? Probably just should have gotten a more mauvey lip liner. Groovy. Okay, well that's it. That's finished look. Super coppery, blown out eye, mauvey lip. Really cute for summer. It was honestly pretty easy. So that is all I got for you guys today. Let me know what you think. If you think I should do more makeup videos, more of these inspired videos, if there's a look that y'all want me to do, make sure you let me know. Shoot me a DM. Follow me on Instagram. And yeah, that's it. Peace, guys. Have a good week.